What's up, everyone? Welcome to this Smite-Telkvanus build guide. Today we're going to be talking about an interesting build for Sylvanus, which I have created, and it incorporates the item Telkine's Ring. Now, the reason I'm doing this is to help his mid-game clear. It will help his early game clear as well, but it's really focused on the mid-game. Sylvanus has really good early pressure. His early clear is pretty good, but once you start getting into the mid-game and goes into some objective fights, he can find himself getting caught out a lot in feeding, and so then he gets into late game and he's just falling behind. So that's really not good. And so building Telkine's Ring, because you can proc Telkine's on his AoE basic attack to hit multiple enemies, I think that just really helps him with his clear. It's a very strong item. You're taking that passive of Telkine's Ring and just making it even better when you use it on Sylvanus. So that's how we're going to incorporate it. It is a little risky build, so be careful with that. Try to play safe with this, but you can use it and be successful because I have been trying it out and it does seem to work. So we'll go into the God Builder and take a look at what I have. So you're looking at this, you're probably seeing a lot of interesting items that aren't common. In at least the progression of items is not common in support builds. So the start we have the same as always: Watcher's Gift and Boots 1. And then the first thing we're going to complete is going to be Shoes of the Magi. Now, normally I would build either reinforced shoes or shoes of focus. I do like reinforced shoes a little bit more because I like to be tanky early. And with this build, because we're focusing on getting those auto attacks to be really good at clearing the wave, I think Shoes of the Magi will just help you do that a little bit more. So that's why we're going to use it. Of course, Telkine's Ring is going to be the third item. So we're looking into, like 8 to 10 minutes when you start getting Telkine's Ring online and really making that clear good so you can get a lot of farm and then get these other tanky items online as quickly as possible. After Telkine's, we go into Wingblade because so there's like a couple reasons why we go right into Wingblade after. The first is that it's cheap and it will just get you some tank stats online right away. You get that 300 health pretty early because you only have to spend 1850 on this item. You also get the crowd control reduction, which is nice, but also because we have Telkine's Ring, the attack speed is going to be super helpful again for his clear, and the movement speed as well will help him get out of tough situations. So he has 10% movement speed on this, and plus the 18% on Shoes of the Magi. He's going to be pretty quick, so that's going to help him a lot. That's why I go into that item fourth. Um, After that, we go into Spear Robe. Now you can switch this up. You can see I do have Magi's Blessing in the slot after that. So if you want to switch these two items, if you prefer to have more health than protections, you can go Magi's first, or you can go into the protections with Spear Robe. I do, because there's so much health on Wingblade, I do like to go right into the protections on Spear Robe because 40 physical magical it's pretty good to have. Also, you get some cooldown on it, some crowd control reduction, and that awesome passive. So this is the point in the build where you're going to want to start thinking about selling Telkine's Ring, because again, this is focusing on his mid-game clear. And once you get into the late game, the auto attacks aren't going to matter. That's not what you're there for. You're not there to clear wave. You're there to set up with your ultimate and get as much peel and poke as you can. So you don't need Telkine's Ring in the late game. So maybe after Spear Robe, you might want to think about selling it and then going into Magi's Blessing. Another thing you could do before you go into Magi's is maybe get like a Sovereignty or a Heartward Amulet, depending on the comp you're playing against. So if you're playing against a heavy magical comp, go into Heartward. If you're playing against a heavy physical comp, go into Sovereignty. That's another good tank item with the aura. And then you can go into Magi's after that. And finally, the last item we're going to finish this build off is Mantle of Discord. This is an expensive luxury item, but I've been building it on most of my supports because of the insane protections you get, and that passive is really strong, and you get cooldown reduction. Just a really good item to finish off any support build. Um, so yeah, that's the build that I have. We're gonna go into some footage real quick to show you the different stages of the game and how the build is gonna work. So we'll do that. So hang on.